Hi guys! We have been asked for the past 6, maybe 7 years, how did you guys meet? And even though we say we met on World of Warcraft, people don't understand what that is or how we met. Hadar lived in Israel, I lived in Florida, and we met online. We have been married almost 10 years now, and something really exciting happened in our lives just recently, and that is the launch of World of Warcraft Classic. So it was basically the game that we met in is being re-released by World of Warcraft now, and we're going to play it. So we wanted to give you a little background of how we met in the game.
So my sister started playing the game way back. My sister got me an account as well for me to be able to play with her online. By the time I started getting really serious into the game, Andrea decided to play on the same server that I played on, which allowed us to meet. So after playing World of Warcraft for about 2 years, I'd say, that's when we finally met. I joined her guild. A guild is just a group of people, and we play together. She didn't really like me, and then do you remember what happened?
Okay, I have a really bad memory. It's like clinically bad, so I'm going to tell you what I remember of this. I joined this guild with my former game playing friends that I met originally in Ultima Online, and I played there for like 10 years. My group of friends came from Ultima Online to WoW, and that's who we're playing with again, by the way. My group was kind of dying, and then we joined a different group because a lot of my friends are flakes and they don't stick around in games very long. Our group went into another group, and then from what I remember, his guild broke up and disbanded, and then some people from his guild came to our guild. Okay. Well, I know that there was some guild swapping going on, and a lot of people quit during this time. And then he joined, and he was in like a much better guild than what ours was, because we had a lot of casual players, even though we tried to raid every week to be a good guild. So when he came, I didn't like him.
Because I don't like it.
One thing, I was a mage. That was my class. He was a mage. So we're fighting over loot, you know what I mean? We're like competing for loot. So he was a better player than I was, so I immediately didn't like him, of course. But I made the decision to be nice to him anyway, to be very nice and welcoming to him because he was new in our guild. But we were at the end boss of one of the dungeons, and he would always go into the end boss without any of his armor on because he didn't want to pay a repair bill for his gear, which really irritated me. So I had reason not to like him, but I didn't really even, I was nice to him, but I didn't even really even talk to him for a good while. It was kind of annoying to talk to him because he had a really bad microphone. He sounded like he was in a tunnel, or
a box.
Yeah, like a box, and it was really hard to hear him, and he had a very strong accent. So I thought, because we played with other people that were from Peru, I thought that he was Peruvian.
Close enough.
So I didn't know accents back then, and I didn't know that he had an Israeli accent. He was playing from Israel, which his ping was bad.
Everyone's from the States, no one knew where I was from.
We just thought he was Peruvian. He kept it all a big secret, you know. He remembers it differently, but I remember on another boss that we were at in a different dungeon, I believe. Cthulhu.
All of your progression where I joined was in AQ40.
Cthulhu. The twins are before Cthulhu.
Yeah, you just downed them before.
So we had just downed the twins. Well, we were working on the twins. We almost had it farmable. So we had just downed the twins, and then he joined the guild, and then we're working on Cthulhu, which is the end boss for this instance. So we spent a lot of time in this one area together, all of our guild mates, because it took a while to fly there. So it was it takes 10 minutes to get to this one area at the time. It did take 10 minutes to get there, didn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, just about. Depends on where you're at. A lot of the time spent on that game not actually doing stuff, not actually killing monsters, not actually killing players, not interacting with each other, but flying, traveling.
Now it's changed. It's really
so now it's really streamlined. Back then, that's what you would do. You would just spend half a day just going somewhere.
Oh my goodness. We're fixing to go play again. We're gonna walk everywhere. I can't believe it. The first thing that I remember was I needed help in this one area because you had to go in and kill mobs, monsters, and I needed help with that. It wasn't a one-person thing, so I just asked in guild chat, can somebody help me? Yada yada yada. I'm in this area. It takes 10 minutes to get there, so nobody wants to go.
Yeah.
But he was already there. This is what I remember. And he said, sure, I'll go and help. I was like, cool. Whatever.
Didn't expect that.
Yeah. I was nice to him. He helped me out, but I don't remember too much after that.
Yeah, so her memories are pretty accurate. I was in a much better guild, and I decided to leave it. I thought I was just going to quit playing because I didn't actually... All my friends left my original guild. When that guild disbanded, I joined that other guild that was better, more progressed, but they weren't friends, and they were annoying. So I was like, oh, never mind, I'll just quit this game. This costs $15 a month. I wasn't making money, so I was like, nah, I'll leave. America is too far for me anyway. So then I joined, like she said, and I had the attitude of, I've already done all this, you guys can't even do that? Come on. And a lot of the players there were casual, and they were not tuned in to be better or the best or anything like that. They didn't have that in mind. They were just there to be there. Just be there, I don't know. Yeah. So it's 40 people, right? And out of those 40 people, we were both the same class. We were playing basically the same thing.
Which I don't play anymore. I'll probably never play a mage again because I'm a healer. That's what I do.
So I did help her. She asked for help. For me, it was morning, late morning. For her, it was late night because I'm 7 hours ahead. So that's another reason she was not able to know where I'm from, really. And we were always on good time because she would play really late and I would play in the morning. So why not?
Yeah.
After that, we pretty much got along, and I really taught her how to make her character reach its full potential. Because how they did things back then, that guild, those guys didn't know what they were doing.
They made me spec things that I didn't want to spec into. They
made her play
my character
in a way that's not going to be efficient.
Yeah.
So we fixed that, and all of a sudden you'd see her. That character is supposed to deal damage, so it dealt a lot of damage, and it really, she showed everyone that she can do it just fine, and she's not just another player. By that time, that guild too was about to fall apart. And so we continued to talk, and we were just having a good time just talking. We had a lot of friends that we talked to, and late night players too that joined. Like, we had a little group of people join every night for them. It was morning for me. And we would talk, and we would do things, and it just bonded us. And this is one of the reasons why we're going back there now with the same people. Not the people of my peak. It wasn't my peak for the game or my best fond memories, nothing like that. It was a year and a half before my good stuff. Before Andrea and I really started getting together. Yeah. So back then we would just talk. We were really good friends.
We were guildmates. He helped me do things. He fixed my character. He told me which were the best gear for best in slot,
Right.
So he helped me with that. We talked a little bit. Then, this is what I remember because I do have a bad memory. 8 or 9 months. Didn't have contact with him at all. He left. Didn't talk to him.
Let me interrupt you.
Don't know what he was doing.
The guild that I joined that broke apart created another one. Automatically, Andrea joined that one as well. Yeah. So now she's in her second guild with her friends, and I joined them for a very short period of time because that was too much drama and scenes.
So a lot of drama.
Pick up the heals.
It's on angle. Angle. Use fade. Stop DPS.
Angle move.
Angle run to the middle.
Angle.
Run to the middle.
Run, Angle, run. Wow.
Angle, fucking run to the middle.
So I left them and I was like, okay, I'm going to quit. No, I'm not going to quit. Yeah, I will quit. And that's when an expansion came out. When that game came out, that's when we were playing in that guild. But I was like, nah, I'm out of here. Instead of quitting because I love that game so much, I decided to switch a server for a fee. Switch your character from one server to another to play with different people.
Yeah.
So I applied for a different group of people, different guild, and actually got into it. A really good progressed guild, but it was a new expansion. So they were looking for players, even if I didn't know them and they didn't know me. They're like, come on, go ahead, come on. However, Andrea was still on the old server. So that's when we kind of disconnected and we didn't really talk to each other. After all, we were just talking online. We have a lot of people that talk online back then. It was a good, big community.
I still talk to at least 3 people. We have met one person in real life. 2 people in real life.
Yeah, there are 2 guys.
Yeah, so we met 2 people in real life that we actually played a video game with. We all know each other. We're on Facebook. We've kept in touch with everybody for years now. Some of these people I have known for 20 years.
Isn't that a little crazy?
20 years!
And everyone's still the same. That's the crazy thing.
They're the same people. Yes. Okay, so he went to another server, didn't talk to him for like 8 or 9 months. And then my friend that we had met, our friend, we decided to move to his server as well. And that's when we like started talking. Then we talked so much that I was like, hey, we should probably meet. So we met. I went to Israel for like 2 or 3 weeks. Was it 2 weeks or 3 weeks?
Yeah, this was during
Passover.
This is 2 years into my military career.
Yeah.
She came over for 3 weeks on a Passover holiday.
Yeah.
And that's basically 10 years ago almost is when she first came over. She came over as an American tourist to meet me, to visit Israel, and we have a lot of places as the Holy Land to meet anyway. And then she had my background stories, and she got to know a lot about that. So that was probably very interesting for her. And we were there for 3 weeks in a long vacation. In the military, I took an extra week off because I had 2 weeks anyway to get off for holiday. That's how it works there.
Yeah.
Religious holidays, biblical holidays, or Old Testament holidays actually factor as a state holiday there. Good fact. We had a lot of fun. Great time.
Yep.
And it wasn't for a year later, basically.
A year later.
Yeah, a year later, I had come over to the States, and we were talking every day.
Yeah, every day after that, even though he was in the military and he stayed at work like all week, we still talked. He was not playing the game at that time. I was still playing the game, I believe. I was playing with my friends still. He was not.
I wasn't able to.
He was working, and also he was completely busy and out of internet. So we talked on the phone a lot for that entire year, and we were like, "Yep, we should get married. You're my husband."
Well, yeah, we were very good friends for. Imagine if you could talk to someone and only have basically good experience with them, know everything about each other, really know everything. At that point, we decided that you're my best friend. We're just gonna get married because we want to be with each other. So why not? So the second time we ever met in real life, we got married, and ever since we've been together.
The second time we met in real life, we got married.
It sounds quite ridiculous.
It does.
People I tell that to, they think, "Wow," but that's how it started. World of Warcraft, as a game, was a staple in our relationship. And that's not what kept our relationship going, obviously.
No, because we haven't played it together for years.
Right.
Years.
But every time we play it, we really enjoy each other, playing with each other, and playing with all our friends. So it's a community-based game that decreased over the years. It kind of made everything more solo, so you're focused on one player playing a game, and there's some people there, and that's okay. What we're really wanting to experience again, World of Warcraft Classic that's coming out, like she said, it's the original game that came out. It's a community. Yes, it takes 10 entire minutes. You go and make yourself a coffee, come back, and you're still flying. Yes. What that means is you can't do anything. You're basically stuck. You can't do anything.
So you
wait.
sit there and you make fun of your friends.
Right.
You smack talk.
Yes.
It's fun. It's just so fun. And we've been talking. We have a Facebook group with our friends. We've been talking like for the past 2 or 3 weeks now.
Yeah, it's
just so excited. And tonight is when we're gonna get back.
Yeah. So tonight, after the kids are asleep, we're gonna play it for a few hours probably. Hopefully not burn a whole night because that's what used to happen. But now we're grown up. 10 years later, we got responsibilities.
Speak for yourself.
Well, we have 2 small children, young children.
I was going up the rock. Shh. Pause, Abigail. Pause yourself. I got my money back! I got my money back! Now I have money! Oh, this is my name.
What do you read on it? And it's going to be a whole different thing. YouTube, social media, it's a business that takes a lot of research and work during the day that is not factored in your paycheck.
Yeah.
That's what we have to deal with.
And I have 0 time to do anything else. Like, I don't have time to play a video game, but I'm making time for it.
We're gonna sacrifice the pauses in between,
Yeah.
and our 1 TV show a day, that's gonna get sacrificed as well.
Yeah.
And we're really excited to play again. It's very exciting, and even though most of our friends say they're gonna be long-term players, we can see that this is gonna fall apart within 3 to 6 months.
Yeah, in 3 months, half of my friends, like from UO, I know they're gonna be gone already,
Yeah.
but they'll still talk to us, you know, on Facebook
Right.
and stuff, or log on once in a while to do stuff with us. But yeah, after about 3 months, they're gonna be gone.
So what we're gonna do is we are going to re-experience probably the best part of our lives prior to our kids.
Yep.
Where everything just clicked and everything was good, and when we didn't have fun, it was still fun.
Yeah.
That good. And
I
nothing was bad about that.
Yeah, I can remember.
You would spend an entire night dying because someone is disconnected, or someone just doesn't want to play seriously or not do their job, and you're like,
Yeah.
you're dependent on 39 other players.
Yeah.
However, that's the magic of it.
What's going to be more fun, in my opinion, now is because when we went over to that new expansion, he played a tank and I played a healer, and we started doing everything just like 2 people.
The
me
2
and him.
most
It was
important
great.
roles in a raid. So this time we're coming back as main characters,
Yeah.
like main
It's going to be real fun.
priority
We're gonna have sweet jobs and get epic loots.
Let's see if we can even make it to the top. Playing games online. It used to be a dream job for people,
Yeah.
and then it became the reality. So when I was
Yeah.
a kid, I was always made fun of when I said, "What do you like doing?" Playing video games. Nowadays, people actually make a living out of it.
Yeah.
Far more than you think. And they're doing it, and it's a job. It's a lot of fun, but it's a job. So if you're playing,
We'll see you on WoW Classic.
for sure. If you would like details about where we're going to play or what time just about, you can message us and we're definitely going to answer. We're not trying to hide.
No.
Not anymore.
Nope. It's all out there. All of my friends know about FoolyLiving.
Right. Thanks for sitting down here with us and hearing our story. We've gotten so many questions about this in the past few years that,
Yeah.
like Andrea said, it's just been a topic that's had a misty haze around it. No one really knew what's going on.
How'd you meet?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's it. We met in World of Warcraft, and we've made it work for the past 10 years together.
No problem.
Yep.
See you guys in the next video, and stay tuned for more.
Bye.
Yeah, we do.
Awesome.
And I got a booger out my nose.
Yucky.
Yummy.
Oh, mommy.
I can show that on the vlog. It's breakfast time, isn't it? The woman told me to get out. She's like, leave it outside. Stay outside.